Did you just have your baby and you're wondering, how soon can I start exercising after delivery? Well, in this video, we're gonna cover just that. Hi, I'm Tabitha Gomes and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here to help all you busy ladies out there juggling jobs, careers, and kiddos with no real time to exercise. I'm going to give you exercise tips, tricks, routines, and even product reviews to help make exercise a part of your life. So, in this video, we're going to cover exercise postpartum and how soon you can do it. As you can see, I got my third little guy here. I just had him 4 days ago, so everything is still much fluffy, and we are going to go over some guidelines to what you can and can't do immediately after having the baby. Now, if this is too soon for you, you can go ahead and click this video here that's going to talk about belly binding to help reduce your belly and your uterus back down much faster. The first thing we're going to cover is exercise. What is exercise and what is the definition of exercise? Because I know all too well, I just got released from the hospital 3 days ago, and they tell you no exercise for 6 weeks or until your 6-week postpartum checkup. But exercise is such a broad definition, so let's go over it. According to the Oxford dictionaries, exercise is activity requiring physical effort carried out to sustain or improve health and fitness. Pretty general definition there. Exercise from the Merriam-Webster. Regular or repeated use of a faculty or bodily organ, bodily exertion for the sake of developing and maintaining physical fitness. Again, very broad terms. When they discharge you from the hospital, what they don't tell you is that exercise can be something as strenuous as running or weightlifting or CrossFit, for example, but as simple as physical therapy. Okay, physical therapy is exercise. So when you get home from the hospital, brand new postpartum, you're not going to go and do CrossFit. You're not going to go out for a run. It's just not possible. So what are you going to do when you get home from having the baby? You're going to do exercises that you would be prescribed to repair a body part as if you're going to a physical therapist. Now, when I say this, I simply mean doing Kegels. Kegels is an exercise to repair your pelvic floor. Corset zip-up is an exercise to restore your core strength. And simple abdominal exercises to restore more core strength. Now, you're not going to come home from having a baby and go out and do burpees. That's just not doable. And of course, you don't want to do any vigorous activity because that could put more strain on your uterus and cause more bleeding and more problems postpartum. So the next step to figuring out what kind of exercise we can do postpartum is to look at the ACOG Guidelines. So that stands for the American College Obstetricians and Gynecologists. What do they say? So let's look at what some of the guidelines are you can follow as soon as you get home from having this baby. You want to aim to stay active for 20 to 30 minutes a day. You want to try simple postpartum exercises that help strengthen major muscle groups, including the abdominals and the back. So one of the guidelines that ACOG says is to get 150 minutes of aerobic activity each week, and that could be a simple walk. 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week, or you could divide them into maybe 3 smaller walks, 3 10-minute walks. They also recommend a muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week. Now, these are for your major muscle groups, arms, legs, and hips, which includes yoga, Pilates, weightlifting, sit-ups, push-ups, Kegel exercises. So how do you know if you can start? Well, it says if you've had a healthy pregnancy and a normal vaginal delivery, you should be able to start exercising again soon after the baby is born. Usually it's safe to begin exercising a few days after giving birth or as soon as you feel ready. If you've had a cesarean birth or other complications, ask your health care professional for more guidelines on when it's safe to beginning exercise. So other than a cesarean birth, if you do not have a natural delivery, say you had a perineum tear, then you have to look at those guidelines and take a look at what can actually be comfortable and be done depending on your status, okay? So there are other complications that women might have that exercise might not be good for. So you really have to take into account what body parts you are actually working out, what you're doing, and how that affects maybe your specific issue that you might have. So some of the exercise that I do immediately after postpartum, well, not immediately, 72 hours, that's when I start my window, and that's where I've started my research and my workout plan. I immediately start doing Kegels, a corset zip up, some Pilates moves, and walking. Also some stretching. So they're very simple exercises. These exercises can take you anywhere from 30 minutes up to an hour, depending on how much you stretch it out, how fast or slow you want to go. So down below, I'm going to give you a link, and this link will talk about the different parts and why you exercise those after delivering your baby. Now, if you're ready to move on, here you can click here, and this will be a postpartum workout that you can follow along with me. If you have any questions about postpartum and what you should or shouldn't do, I definitely advise you to ask a healthcare professional, but you're also welcome to write in the comments below. This will be my third go around of repairing my body after having a baby. But before you even start your exercises, you definitely need to do a diastasis check. So you can click right here to do a diastasis check. And of course, all the links to all these other videos will be in the description box below. I hope this was helpful for you overall. So now you know basic guidelines on when you should start exercising after having your baby. As always, stay positive, work hard, and God bless. Mahalo for joining me. Aloha. If you're ready to move on to your workout, you can click right here to do your diastasis check before you start working out. And then if you're ready, or if you've done that already, then you can click below right here to get your workout on. Welcome to the journey. And believe me, you will get your body back. And don't mind the hallway right now, as the garage gym is getting reset up. Yeah, buddy. Say yes.